Today's video is about a cordless hair dryer by LYLUX. There's not a lot of information on the internet. I got this one for about £160 or $160 that even. £160 is a lot of money for a hair dryer, so I do really want to show you guys what your money can buy. It does look like one of those main brand hair dryer on the market. I'm sure you can tell which one. Specification wise, it say here T3 is the model number, capacity is 55 watt hour, and rated power is 400 volts. So 400 volts is pretty low in terms of hair dryer, because like on the market they usually go up to like 1,600, 2,000 even when you plug into the socket. But bear in mind, on this machine here, the battery is only a small proportion of the hair dryer. So I'm sure you guys want to see how good or how bad this product is, so let me open it up and show you guys. My video is not scripted, so if you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel. I spend the money so you don't have to unnecessarily. Box, open it up, and there we go. It reveals your nicely packaged hair dryer. This one. So it comes with a wooden comb. Very unique style on this one. I mean, this is ultra modernistic. This is ultra modern, and this is kind of old-fashioned wood. Instruction booklet, quite a thick booklet for a hair dryer. And let's take it out. Okay, so it is quite hefty in terms of weight, but it looks really modern. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, please remove before use. Okay, so there's some plastic wrapping everywhere, keeping it nice and shiny. And I'm going to take them all off before I give you guys a close-up. How do you take this one off? I mean, I can't fault it with the packaging because it's really well protected, so definitely you won't get any scratches or anything like that. Really good. Okay, casing is made of plastic, and it does have a kind of a velvet feel to the machine itself. Okay, let's give you some close-up. Okay, on the bottom of the hair dryer is where the filter is. So just like in the Dyson, you got a metal mesh which helps to collect all the dust. And if you look at the exposed area, you can actually see this is the connector for the charging base, and in here, if you can just look, there is the blade. So there is a fan inside the column here to lock it back in place, twist it back on, and that's about it. On the hair dryer, you got push button on the front end of the column. One side you have the fan speed, so low, medium and high, and the other one is power, and you got cool, and you got the sun, which is hot. So there's only two settings on the hair dryer. It comes with a velvet pouch for traveling. Let me put this down so it doesn't scratch. The condenser or diffuser clicks on magnetically, just like the branded leading hair dryer on the market. And here is the charging base. Similar material used on the hair dryer. This is plastic with a kind of an insert of brushed aluminium look on top, and this one plug into your socket to charge your hair dryer. Now they do claim that the hair dryer can be charged up to 80% in 30 minutes, and in 50 minutes it can charge to 100. Now the 80% mark is very important, because on the advertisement it say that unless the battery power is above 80, the lukewarm heating function will not even work. And I explained that to you in more details. The wire 3-pin plug in the UK, and I'm going to plug this in for you guys to understand the power input. So multi-voltage 100 to 220 volt, and output is 25.2 volts at 3.5 ampere. So it doesn't use that much power, but at the end of the day, this is just charging, not even firing it up. Like any battery power products, I want to give it a full charge so that I can test it to the best that I can. So I'm just going to prop it in. Okay, as soon as I prop it in, the third LED is kind of blinking, so I know that it's being charged. So I'm going to leave it for half an hour, 15 minutes, come back, and then I can play around with this. So here, the charging base, I propped in the hairdryer. It does have a little bit of a shaking movement to it, but I think it's ultra convenient in terms of charging, because there's no plugging in at all. All you need to do is lift it off and use it. When you finish, pop it back in. So the battery is now fully charged, and for this part of the demonstration, I am going to use my trusty Dyson. Now, I have this for many years. We bought it almost as soon as it came out. And it is a lot of money, but because we use it almost every day for me and my wife, so in terms of like number of use versus how much we spend on it, actually makes sense. But nevertheless, I got a thermometer here. Room temperature is 13 at the moment. I'm going to turn the Dyson to the maximum and test the heat output. It's still going up. Still going up. 55. 57, 58, 60, 62, 63. It's about 61 stable on the kind of the heat spot that I will have been focusing on for the last 30 seconds or so. It doesn't go up anymore because the room is pretty cold here. So let's say 61 degrees Celsius. Let's try and use this one again on this different spot. So again, this is like 15 degrees, and let's turn it up to the max. So it is going up, but not by much. 20. 21, 22. It's going up really, really slowly. 23, 24. So 24 degrees and it stopped. So the difference between the room temperature and the highest heat setting is not that much. So definitely 400 volt is kind of lukewarm compared to the Dyson. So if you buy this hair dryer, expect it to work like a normal hair dryer, then I would say no, it wouldn't work the same. But at the same time, this is cordless, so this is not actually using any cord. So you can actually bring this anywhere in the world that you don't have power. But then how long will this actually last? So with a full charge of battery, how long will it last? Remember, you will only pump out a little bit of heat and only at 80% battery charge. So let's say if you go somewhere that has no power for a while, once you drain it down to 80%, then it becomes a air blower, not necessarily a hair dryer as such. In terms of how strong the air come out, non-scientific test. and definitely stronger than some of the hotel like travel hair dryer that I have used before, but it just doesn't feel the same because there's not much heat coming out. It might be enough to help you dry the hair a bit, but definitely there's no heat coming out from that. But now, move to the Dyson. Air volume wise, I have to say, pretty similar. The amount of air that it pushes through, there is not much difference between the two on max power. The amount of heat and the volume of air pushed through your hair will really help to dry your hair. And actually styling wise, I do think the heated air do make a big difference. But yeah, and coincidentally, the attachment fit my Dyson as well. The similarity is just uncanny. Let's try one more time. The equal distance to my mic here, so let's try the first one. Let's try the second one. And there you have it. So after you see all this, will you buy this hair dryer? What will you use it for? What's the reason why you need a cordless hair dryer? I always like these kind of questions in my head. Like I say, I always buy things to show you guys so you don't have to use your own money. If you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And I see you next time with more interesting gadgets. Bye bye.